That's gonna be more.
On today's special end of the year Nostalgia Test News episode, we invite Bill D'Elia back to put 2024 to the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test. Dumpster fire! All right. Well, welcome.
When are we not going to have a dumpster fire?
Well, hopefully next year. Welcome, everyone, to end of the year.
We got fucking drones showing up.
Yeah. Nostalgia Test News.
Things are coming.
Nostalgia Test News 2024 end of the year episode. We are back here with longtime friend Bill D'Elia, who's been on, I don't know, how many episodes at this point?
10 plus, yeah, it's
10 plus.
Always a good time, boys.
Absolutely, and I'm here also with my longtime friend and co-host Manny Coelho as well there in Long Island. Manny, 2024.
Yeah, I'm surprised I got invited to this one. I hope we don't talk about Metallica, because then I'll have to get off.
No.
Ooh,
We still got to schedule those.
Everyone, wait. There's a great Metallica Black Album that's out, so you can listen to the Black Album episode, but there is a Metallica Eras series coming, and it's going to be good.
Yeah, it is.
Man,
all right,
you want to be on the one for Saint Anger?
No, it's
it's the end of the year.
2024, end of the year wrap up.
Yeah.
Dan's ready for his wrap up.
I mean, I'll say this. Over the last year, just in general, the Nostalgia Test podcast, we've been going through the 90s. We've been consistent and inconsistent at the same time, but the 90s, I think, was a little rougher than I expected. And then we ended on an 80s movie with Santa Claus the movie, and that was a big goddamn mistake. But I think, like, the 90s had a real lot of ups and downs, Manny. Just like 2024, and we're going to go through it. We have some categories, Manny, but, like, any thoughts on 2024 or just, in general, as we're coming to the end here?
No, man, a lot of ups and downs, peaks and valleys. I can't believe it's over. It's like it was so long, and then all of a sudden it wasn't.
Like that. It's a weird day cut.
So like it went from like, oh my god, this year is taking a very long time to shit. We're about to be done.
Yeah, I mean, so many things happen in pop culture, and so many things just happen in general. It's been an insane year. And but we're gonna get through this episode. We're gonna get through it, and we'll be all good, and just have a little fun tonight as we end 2024 with some of these some categories that we have here. And actually, I'm probably gonna put this episode out. This episode is gonna drop before our October-November extravaganza news episode that we did, which Billy, you also popped in for at the end with all those toys.
I do remember that.
Yeah, so
yes, you just start throwing things. I'm like, sure.
Yeah, that episode will end up happening at some point too.
Oh yeah,
dude, there's so many episodes will drop in 2025. Everyone, just get ready. We're starting off with a bang, like with Con Air and Sleevy G there at the Sleevy G show, and then we got a lot of good things coming up. But 2024, let's just start right off the bat with best movie of 2024. This was a little difficult for me because I haven't seen that many movies this year. But a lot of movies came out this year. Lots of crazy IP movies, a lot of weird fucking reboots and legacy sequels, which we'll get to. But a ton of things came out. A lot of horror films. I feel like 2024 was like the year of like horror films.
I also feel like it's hard. It's harder to keep track of movies because not only are they coming out in theater, they're also like premiering on Apple. They're premiering on Prime. Mm-hmm. So it's like when you said this, when you threw this out there, I was like, I mean, I only went to the theater once. Yeah. Which was Beetlejuice. And go listen to our episode because it cost me $50 just to go alone. And then I was like, oh, this is why I watch movies at home because I'd rather pay the $25. It's not that I don't like spending the money on it, but like, whatever. But I did like go through the list. I'm like, oh shit, I do watch new movies. They're just not as memorable.
Yeah.
And they're on like, Apple. So yeah.
And most of the movies I see in theater now are like the cartoons because my kids want to go. Outside of that, it's like few and far between that I actually go to the movie theater for.
Bill, I want to ask you that. Bad Robot or not Bad Robot?
Oh, good,
Little
the good,
Good Robot.
Wild Robot. I did
Was it
see that.
good?
I thought that I liked it. It was
You did.
pulls on your emotions like it's supposed to, you know. But
Okay.
I thought it was well done. The animation was good. I like that one. So that was
Okay.
one I've seen that on a lot of top 10 lists this year.
Okay.
And it was my favorite movie of the year, but it was one where every now and then I go to a kids movie where I'm like, oh, like that was entertaining. I see a lot that are like.
Did you watch
raging
Inside Out
trash, you know?
2?
I did not get a chance to see that one. I think the big kids ones that I remember, probably because they're recent, I saw Wild Robot, and then I saw Moana 2 were the two that I saw. So
Was Moana
both
2
solid.
good?
Not as good as the first one. Like the first one I thought was better, you know. It was still entertaining, you know.
Yeah.
I watched Inside
you know,
Out 2. It wasn't as good as the
good?
first one, but I will say the character of anxiety was portrayed like excellently.
Yeah, I think we can all relate to that. So
Yeah, it was portrayed excellently.
I gotta watch that.
excellently. Yeah, but anyways, okay. So, best movie. First of all, I've been wanting to watch Gladiator 2, but that's like more of like a legacy sequel. I didn't watch it, but as I'm looking at the list, I don't, dude. Like, it's so tough. What I've realized, none of these movies are memorable. You know, like even like I would probably say one of the better ones that I saw. If I'm looking at this whole thing, like Fall Guy would be the one that I enjoyed the most.
Really?
That's good.
Or there's this other the movie with Blink Twice with Channing Tatum about the millionaire. Dude,
is that good?
That was crazy.
Yeah,
it was good. No, again, none of these movies are like, oh my god, it's mind blowing. You have to watch it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, no. What I'm saying is just like, I watched them on a plane, and I was like,
okay,
it's good. You know,
that passed the time.
Yeah.
That's where I'm watching a lot of movies on a plane, literally. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
but it's not.
Like you're saying,
it sucks that we can't say like, oh, that's going to be something we're going to be talking about in 10 years. None of them passed the test as in like a nostalgic thing. None of them.
I mean, I haven't even gotten to these Oscar movies. Like, I don't even.
What
know.
are the Oscar movies? There's Oscar movies.
Well, the movies that you feel like are going to be Oscar movies, like Anora and there's a lot. Oh God, I forget what the name is. That's one that everyone's kind of like put out there. But there's a lot of stuff that like, especially with the Golden Globes coming up as well, that you're just like, these
Argyle was entertaining, but
I didn't see that.
We're not all like watching them anymore.
Agreed.
So
there was a point where every year I would try and watch the Oscar movies, but that stopped maybe 5 years ago. I just kind of got over it.
Well, even the Oscars are starting to like just vote ridiculousness.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like there's 10 movies now that get nominated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's absurd.
I used to be 5.
I agree. Yeah, that's what it used to be, right? Now it's like, oh, everyone's a winner. Just fucking
they're like all it is because they're realizing if you say it was nominated, more people will watch it because viewership is down, so they have to do it. So
exactly, man. I think my favorite movie of the year, though, like I agree with you, Manny. I don't think any of them were memorable, but I'm thinking, what would I watch again? I really enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine just because it fucking made me laugh. I thought it was funny.
I thought it was good. It wasn't the best out of all 3.
No, I thought they were like nice because it was the first time they was under the Marvel universe. There were some nice shots there at 20th Century Fox, so that were funny. It made me laugh, and I was like, and it was great because I waited to the I wanted to see it in the theaters. One of the few movies were in the theater, but me and like 3 of my buddies waited until like it was almost out, so we went at like 10 p.m. on a Thursday, and no one else was there, which was the best way to watch it. And you're basically just watching a movie in a theater with your boys. You can still talk; it doesn't matter, So I thought it was funny. It made me laugh, and I could see watching it again sometime. But like once again, to me, like no Marvel movie is ever like, oh, I'm gonna watch that over and over again. Like it's entertaining, But so that's I have a low bar, but to me, like just thinking what I saw this year of new movies, I would probably say that was my favorite.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I haven't seen that many movies this year. I just recently saw a really good documentary that I thought was amazing. But I'm gonna put Snack Shack up there. Shout out Snack Shack.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Shout out Snack Shack. It's a great coming of age film. It's like an indie coming of age film. And I got to interview Connor Sherry, one of the stars, and Mika Abdallah, another one of the stars on this podcast. So shout out Snack Shack. Shout out Mika Abdallah and Connor Sherry. Yeah, we got like
peek to it.
We got an official Paramount
coming of age in the 90s. I think you.
That sounds good.
You would
like it. You'd like it.
Watching Sandlot, but like watching. Like a coming of age, kind of like a Sandlot.
Us, yeah.
But like us, like like.
I just looked it up. All right, 81% Rotten Tomatoes. All right, I'm gonna have to watch this.
It's funny because I've gotten other people that I didn't tell about, and they were telling me, they're like, "Oh, I just watched this great movie, Snack Shack." I was like, "Oh yeah," I actually had my name on it. Like this, the thing had like my name over the.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking cool. Yeah. But Dr. Loomis. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Manny.
No, I forgot about it, Dan. I'm glad you brought it up because I was like, oh yeah, that was great.
Absolutely, fucking awesome. And I would say at Dr. Loomis, the dude said on Instagram, they also put up Deadpool and Wolverine as their favorite film of 2024. Quad Pro Quo Pod said Strange Darling. Don't know what that is. I looked it up.
No idea.
Pretty crazy. And the Movie Boner said The Fall Guy.
Nice. Fall Guy was good. And that's a remake.
That is a remake. That's a reboot.
Older reboot, yeah.
Or
like
remake,
an older one,
differences.
like a much older, movie.
So yeah, I'm going with Snack Shack. That was great. Billy, you're going with Deadpool, Wolverine. Manny, what'd you say? Fall Guy.
Yes,
Fall Guy.
I'm gonna put a special honorable mention to the documentary Martha, the documentary about Martha Stewart. It's fucking crazy. And
is
she is
one where she talks about cheating on her husband and like he didn't know until then.
Yeah, she's just like, fuck it, I don't care. It's fucking crazy, dude. That documentary was awesome. Watch that shit.
I gotta watch
check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god.
Dan?
Wait, I'm sorry. Someone just texted me. Was it Jeremy? He's like, he watched the Pop-Tart movie because I was texting him about this for a minute.
The Pop-Tart movie?
The one with fucking what's his stupid face? Jerry Seinfeld made the movie about Pop-Tarts.
He did?
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, bro. Like, who cares?
Okay.
We need a Pop-Tart movie. Anyway, yeah. So, hold on. So the next one is all these things going on. So
worst reboot.
Next one, yes, worst reboot of 2024. There was so many reboots of 2024. But yeah, Billy, I think you're right. It's easy. What do you got? I think all three of us should say they're the worst reboot of 2024 at the same time.
You count it down, Dan, and we'll go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, Roadhouse. The fuck Roadhouse.
I knew we'd be in line there.
Not my Dalton. Hashtag not my Dalton.
Did you see Twisters? Is that considered a legacy sequel?
Well, I don't know if it's I don't know if Twisters
or a reboot.
They're saying it's a remake.
I think it actually is a sequel because they used the Pepsi wing things right in the beginning. So like it was as if they like continued their technology.
Yeah.
So like I think it's more of a legacy reboot, legacy sequel.
With no one had the original in it.
And it wasn't necessary at all.
First one was entertaining, but it's from fucking 1996. Like
and it was fun.
Dumb. Was it dumb?
Yeah, it was a love story. Like it was a rom-com with twisters.
With twisters in it. But Roadhouse was a horrifying reboot. They made it, and they're gonna make more of them. I'm saying fuck you.
Is he ever gonna be? Is he gonna come back from what he just got charged with? No way. Did you see what some bars?
No, what are you charged with?
Sexual assault.
Oh, Conor McGregor. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, good. Fuck him.
Fuck him. Proper 12 dropped him. So,
dude, what's his forged whatever the beer was? People painting over the beer.
Everyone dropped him. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone.
I mean, I would say like we could go down a rabbit hole in this one, but what I would suggest if you're listening to this is go listen to the episode where we talked about it because you're going to hear all our absolute pure hatred for that goddamn piece of shit film in that episode, and it's not even worth our time discussing again.
Nope.
I will say the one point I will make because I didn't watch it, but but I heard the reboot of The Crow was also a raging piece of shit.
Oh,
another movie you should not remake because the first one is fucking amazing. And leave it alone. Fucking leave it alone, people. Hollywood, stop the fucking reboots. Stop it.
Unless the movie was a bomb. If the movie was a piece of shit, reboot the hell out of it. Like, I don't care. Keep rebooting, Santa Claus the movie. Reboot it 5 times. I don't give a shit. Fucking who cares about that?
Make it make sense to reboot.
Thank you, Manny. And you know what? Movie boners, they got this one right. Worst reboot, The Crow. And Rocktopus Jones Art, The Crow, also said. Shout out those two. I didn't see it because I would refuse to watch it because here's why.
I'm with you.
I'm tired of, and I've only seen, I think, maybe one movie with him in it. What's his fucking Bill Skarsgård? Is that his first name? Skarsgård?
Is it the guy that plays the guy that played It?
Yeah.
Is it that guy?
Yeah. He's Bill getting Skarsgård. All these parts, like It, Crow, and now Nosferatu. He's in that.
I heard that movie's supposed to be good.
Yeah.
It
sucked too.
No need to reboot it. There's no need to reboot certain things. The Crow is like, it's such a 90s movie moment. Like, and I watched that recently. That's not nostalgia. That's a good fucking movie. Like, it's a cool concept. It's fucking violent as shit. Like, the whole concept is great. Like, the murderer comes back from the grave to avenge his death. Like, classic story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck with it. And then you throw in the Brandon Lee dying on it too. Like, don't fuck with it, guys. Like, leave it alone. But nope, gotta go ahead and do it. It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why, like, there's a Roadhouse reboot just, like, fucking didn't work. It doesn't work. It's just, like, leave it alone. Again, there was no reason for it then, and there's no reason for a whole bunch of fucking reboots coming out in 2025. 2025 is going to be garbage in terms of reboots.
The list you sent out, Pico, like, I looked at it, and I fucking started seething with anger on the first one.
So, yeah, let's just go
there. That?
So, there's 2025 reboots.
Yeah.
Are we looking forward to any of these? First on the list was American Psycho, starring Austin Butler as Patrick Bateman. Elvis.
No.
Elvis, the guy who played Elvis.
Absolutely not. No.
Hashtag not my Bateman. Let's start it right now. Hashtag not my Bateman. Hashtag not my Bateman. No reason. Why are you rebooting American Psycho?
Are they gonna set it in like our time?
Oh God, they better not. That'd be even worse. I heard that they were going to pull from the source material more, which is not a good idea.
You said it's not a good idea.
Yeah,
it's terribly disturbing. And,
we haven't even released the American Psycho episode yet, but can't wait.
Don't touch this movie. Fucking leave it alone, motherfuckers. This is a classic. It's a cult classic, but it's like, to me, it's what launched Christian Bale the stratosphere with his performance. You're not going to echo that.
No,
leave it alone.
He should have won an Oscar for that. He should have gotten nominated.
I will say, to change up, guys, check out the episode. Stay tuned for
when it drops. It's gonna be good. It's fucking great.
The Fantastic Four. I'm kind of sick of them trying to make this work.
It never works.
What I'm hoping for is like, it will finally work, but I just doubt it.
It's too hokey, bro. Like, I never even liked reading that growing up because it's just 1950s hokey bullshit, you know? And like, it doesn't he's fucking super stretchy. Like, no, I'm good, bro. I'm hard pass. I never even liked the Fantastic Four.
Oh, someone's at the door.
Who's that?
Who's here?
Well, we're waiting for this person to come.
The duck.
Jeremy wants to see
the picture.
Jeremy Madson there he is. Jeremy, Nostalgia Podcast All-Star, was on the episode of Missing Doubtfire and the Black Album. Jeremy, we're talking about thanks for stopping by for the end of the year. We're talking about any sort of reboots for 2025 that you think you're looking forward to. And we were talking about the American Psycho reboot with Austin Butler, Elvis, coming out next year.
Well, what I really need to hear about is what one Bill Bubba DeLeo feels about this one.
Absolutely not. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, bro.
You knew what he was going to say, Billy.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Oh, horrible. Well, we're also talking about, Manny was talking about the Fantastic Four reboot and being like, hoping that it
It's
works.
just, I hope it works out just because they've done it so many times, and the only reason why Sony I forget who owns it, but they keep doing it because
I think it's Marvel now owns it, so that's why they're trying to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that came over with Deadpool.
Yeah, because one of them always had to keep doing it just to keep the rights, and it's like they didn't care about how good the movie was.
It was 20th Century Fox, yeah, because they turned out the one. Did you ever watch Nip Tuck back in the day? They had the one where
they did that one.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Christian Troy played Dr. Doom. Yeah, that movie was dog shit.
Yo, Nip Tuck was a crazy fucking show.
Bill, you know I watched Nip Tuck.
Oh, dude, that show is ridiculous.
That show was ridiculous.
He's a play. You can cut this part out, but there's a part where he slept with the woman who was trans, and he goes, "Wait, you're not a woman. It's too shallow."
Yeah.
Wow.
The movie was
Dude, remember the one episode? There was an uglier girl, and she was like, "I want you to bang me with a garbage bag over my," and they got a shopping bag over my.
No way.
And he's like, "Why would I do that?" She's like, "Why would I do that?" She goes, "Because you like not dominance, and I like hot men." It was crazy. It was crazy.
Oh,
Mario Lopez was on the episode. Do you remember Mario Lopez in the shower and he walks in? He's like, "Nice ass," and he's like, "Thank you. I try hard." It was so fucking. It was so weird,
dude. It was such a weird show.
Oh, that show.
Murphy.
So Duck, Blade. What do you think?
Should they reboot? It's coming. It's coming.
Is it Wesley Snipes?
No, it's Mahershala Ali.
Because they even said in Deadpool and Wolverine, Blade was like, he was Wesley Snipes was in it, and he goes, "Remember, there's only one Blade," or something like that. So I didn't know if they switch it up.
There was a hint that Wesley Snipes now may be a part of it because of how popular it was. So I don't know.
All right, call it Blades. Wesley Snipes was in the What We Do in the Shadows and the Vampire Council, so it's hard to
was he?
ignore that continuity in the TV show. Yes. 2024 reboots. Well, you guys are very
25 reboots, Pico.
25.
Yeah.
2025 reboots. Well, you guys are very film centric. I just learned about a reboot for 2025 that I'm not, or beyond, that I'm not sure how I feel about, which is Scrubs from TV.
Shut up.
No.
What?
Yeah, I did read that today.
Like a reboot, not a continuation?
Well, it's a reboot, but it's with most of the original cast. So I need your definition on reboot to understand that one.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's a reboot.
So is this more aligned with like Roseanne, where they brought Roseanne back and tried to do that, and then kicked her off the show and still tried to do it? Like, is it like that?
They didn't want to kick her off the show. She just said some crazy
No, but I'm
shit.
just saying, yeah, she's a nut job. But like, but like, is it like that kind of reboot where like, hey, the show hasn't been on the air for a while, we're gonna pick up these guys' life where it left off, or like we're gonna pretend they're young again?
No, it's that. It's where are they? 15 years later.
Do we care?
Do
we care about that?
Well, they did
Animaniacs. Extra pathetic.
Oh, it was a great show.
They did Animaniacs like during COVID. There was
that's
like a whole new
animated.
They did do new Animaniacs.
It wasn't great.
But it's animated.
Good,
it's not like this is like I don't want to see Scrubs again. Like it ended. It's fine. It's over. Like leave it alone. Like
I don't know if you saw the end of it. That wasn't fine.
Well, I mean, it's like it would be like How I Met Your Mother. Like let's reboot that to make the ending better again. But like, I don't want to watch that.
They did How I Met Your Father.
Oh fuck that! That show was. I watched the first,
and then they tried that '90s show.
Oh, that got killed right away. Or when they tried
that
to do
80s.
2.5 Men with Austin Kutcher.
Oh yeah. Well, it also got killed. That other movie got killed also because like they all wrote that letter for that asshole. So you gotta cancel.
Oh yeah, with
from Garden City. That's the native Danny Masterson.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there are other reboots in 2025 coming, like Superman, which has already been the official trailers out.
I just saw the trailer for that.
Yeah. So what do you think, Jeremy?
I mean, I watched the trailer with no sound, and it looked interesting. This is more. Does anyone care? Would anyone care about this if it wasn't James Gunn jumping ship from Marvel over to DC?
I don't know. I don't care about Superman.
Yes, he is the hokiest fucking character in the world. Like, give me Batman all day. Batman's dark and gritty. Like, Superman's like a vestige from like our grandparents' generation. I'm fucking good.
Yeah.
Well,
Hard pass.
so the summary was interesting because it said about Superman is still the emblem of truth, justice, and the American way in an era when people don't care about that. And the whole thing with Superman was he was supposed to be the embodiment of the immigrant experience. So I'm like, oh great, is this woke Superman? Is that what we have to sit through now? Do I have to like this? Am I going to like this? Do I care? I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, and I think it's just it'd be like bringing Hulk Hogan back. Like no one cares. Like we don't care. I don't care
They did it at the
about
Republican convention.
No one cares though.
Well, they did.
They cared. They also brought Kid Rock back, but like
Undertaker got involved as well.
God, and Kurt Russell, dude, all of them. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Politics, people.
Just shut up and tombstone
we should just
people.
keep moving on that one as well.
Yeah, it's gonna go down.
I agree. I mean, I think the Superman thing it obviously doesn't hold like. What's the longest lasting Superman that we've had? The recent one?
Probably fucking Christopher Reeve from the beginning, right? What did he do? 4 of them? I don't think anyone else has done 4.
No.
I will say I did like Smallville. Smallville was a good.
Oh, I used to watch
show.
that shit back in the day. They should have made that guy, and then they went
that
with the
guy
other
was
dude
good.
where they
that
had
was a good Superman.
They had the House of Cards guy as Lex Luthor. I'm blanking on his name right now. Kevin Spacey, and that was like when Smallville was out, and instead of going with that guy, they went with like a new dude, Brandon Roof or whatever, right? And they did one movie, and then they rebooted again. I agree with you. I thought the last guy was good. I'm blanking on his name right now too.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
People got pissed at the first movie because he killed a bunch of people, but it wasn't on purpose. Like
But
I
they
thought that
always
first movie was good, and then
All
DC
superheroes
fucked
kill
up their
people.
whole universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they messed up that whole universe, and then he started getting paid better elsewhere. So like,
Yeah.
He
his
did The Witcher and
contract.
stuff.
Yeah.
What about Dean Cain? He was Superman.
I forgot about that show.
That was sick.
Yeah, well, there's also another reboot coming, and I'm really upset about, and that's The Running Man. Running Man's being rebooted, and
Don't do it.
the movie
Unless they do it more like the book.
set to premiere November 21st, 2025, will star Glenn Powell as Ben Richards. And
Let me guess. It's all on a treadmill. Smart treadmill in 2025.
It's on a Peloton. Katie O'Brien, Josh Brolin, Michael Cera, and William H. Macy
Michael Cera.
all in the reboot.
Like Sarah? He's gonna be like one of the guys who like is one of the CEOs of the company that makes them.
Or the guy. Remember, there was a guy that got hit into a hockey goal in that movie. He was like, yeah, that's Michael Cera's part probably.
Unless they redo it to the point where, like, because that's one, guys know I'm a huge Stephen King fan, and like that's a movie that departed wildly from the book, which the movie I look at it as a totally separate thing. In the book, the criminals get released and then go anywhere in the U.S. and it's basically bounty hunters tracking them down to try and murder them. So it's like a totally different concept than like a TV show. If they do it like that, and which I doubt they will, then at least you're kind of all right. We're going to go more true to like the source material, see how it comes out, But I doubt they're going to do that. They're probably just going to try.
So it's like the
movie.
We got another
people. Who we got?
Who'd you invite to all these things?
Santa?
Oh my God. This is a real all-star. All-stars.
Steve Herrera shows up. There he is.
Steve's got a mic that doesn't work.
Does his microphone work? Is his guitar plugged in? There we go.
Nice.
Oh, no, it doesn't work. Steve from the Sublime episode from...
Can you hear me, fuckers?
Yeah.
All right, I'm coming in hot.
You're coming in hot. We're at the tail end of us talking about any...
We got Billy. We got Billy D'Elia.
What up, brother? How you doing, man?
Eating a cookie.
Love it.
I got a cookie.
Yeah, let's get on to a podcast and start eating.
Got the duck. Wait, did you guys start yet?
We're talking about 2025 reboots, and we were just about to end the conversation of Running Man.
I got a qualm. I got a qualm here, and here's my qualm. Right?
Oh boy,
I'm on this show. Rope me into these episodes.
Rope
to talk
you
about nostalgic shit. I don't have space in my brain for anything past like 95. All right. What are we talking about? 2025. I don't know shit about shit. What has been rebooted? I don't even know.
Well,
No,
we're talking about
every time.
Going to be rebooted. We're talking about The Running Man is going to be rebooted in November. And also
Superman
is Superman. And also there's a reboot of Bride of Frankenstein that Maggie Gyllenhaal directed. That's also coming out. The cast includes Jesse Buckley, Christian Bale, Penelope Cruz, and Peter Sarsgaard.
Unnecessary.
I don't understand.
All of these are
Why?
unnecessary. Hollywood can't come up with anything new.
But this Bride of Frankenstein, isn't Bride of Frankenstein like a sequel to Frankenstein? So they're just starting with that?
They're just doing The Bride, it's called. And Guillermo del Toro is actually doing a reboot of Frankenstein, of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and that's coming out. And Oscar Isaac is in it, Jacob Elordi, and Mia Goth, and that will be released on Netflix only. That's going to be straight to streaming.
Cool.
Oh.
Streaming, a.k.a. straight to shit.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's the reboot. So we're not really looking forward to any reboots at all.
No. Did you send Steven and
Jeremy this stuff?
Yeah.
I think I did.
Okay.
So we had some legacy sequels
Steve
this year.
and Steve and
We had some legacy sequels this year that came out. Gladiator 2, Beetlejuice. Bad Boys also had a legacy sequel. I would call it a legacy sequel. Why not?
Fucking suck.
And a whole bunch of others. Beverly Hills Cop. There was a Beverly Hills
my God,
Cop
Beverly Hills was terrible. It was terrible. I watched it.
I'm not going to watch that shit.
You didn't watch it? Did you even try, Steve?
No.
I will say I watched Bad Boys because whatever. The best part of the Bad Boys one is the evolution of the boyfriend. He's like in every he's been in every single sequel since he's shown up for the date, and he's a badass in the recent one.
I mean, that's why I watch Bad Boys, is to watch for the side characters. Fuck do I care about that? Like,
I meant to ask, with the reboot is because I didn't watch Beverly Hills Cop, is the guy that played Balky on Perfect Strangers in the reboot?
Yes.
Bronson Pinchot.
Is he covered in cocaine again? Like
no, he's a lot more subdued, and he does say like, get the fuck out of here. No, I cannot. Like he does his,
oh my God.
two lines that he says.
Back in the 80s when the comic relief character was just the gay guy. That's
yeah.
Nothing.
But let's cover him in cocaine too, because it's the 80s.
Because it's the 80s. I might have AIDS. We don't know.
I watched all of Beverly Hills Cop movies for the first time this year in a short period of time, and it was diminishing returns. Yeah, it was.
The third one was terrible.
1 is great. 2 is okay. 3 sucks balls.
Dude,
4.
Which one was that? The amusement park? Was that 3?
That's 3. The amusement park is 3. The best is they make fun of that in 4. They were like, they said something, and they're like, oh yeah, the third case is just really bad.
So fun fact: the guy who played the fake Walt Disney, Uncle Dave, owner of the amusement park in Beverly Hills Cop 3, it was Alan Young, who was Wilbur on Mr. Ed, and also was the voice of the original Uncle Scrooge in DuckTales.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
And I say original because
DuckTales passes the test.
Because that's been rebooted too.
DuckTales has?
Yes. David Tennant is Uncle Scrooge.
Come on. Are you serious?
Wait, are they going to do a live action of it?
I'm with Steve. I don't know about new shit.
I saw your list. You're like, 2024. Dude, I don't know what.
So we invited Steve on it.
What came out?
Well, Steve
who died.
I do have this for you though.
This year, as it does every year with this.
Steve, you did get a drop, Steve. So here, ready?
Hey, where's my drop? I think I deserve a drop. Fuck yeah!
Love it. There you go, bro.
You deserve that.
That's a teardrop.
But there were a few legacy sequels that we did see, I guess.
So what I find
2.
funny is that we invited Steve on his show to wrap up 2024, and he doesn't like 2024.
Every progressive year is worse than the last. Listen.
Well, when we get to the music part, maybe he'll have something to say.
No, he He's a wedding musician. He hasn't heard a new song in 20 years.
Wow.
I got some Pink Pony Club in
the
Pink Pony Club is good.
The Chapel Roan is like really amazing.
All right, so
we're just
legacy sequels.
Yeah, legacy sequel. Manny, what do you got? Was there a legacy sequel you saw or enjoyed this year?
I saw Beetlejuice.
Me too.
Not good.
I don't know if I want to say I enjoyed it.
It happened.
It was fine.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like it was fucking completely unnecessary. I do want to see Gladiator 2. I haven't heard any reviews on it.
Really? You want
I
to
looked it up before this. It said it's got 76% positive on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well,
so that could just be a bunch of idiot kids that never saw the first one. So
I think that just runs on the power of Denzel Washington. That's it.
Yeah, he's good for 76%. No, my sister liked it, and she's not prone to liking things, so there's that.
And I saw Joker 2 today, and it was a steaming pile of shit.
That's just
the
a
first
regular
one was
sequel.
a steaming pile of shit, dude. That movie sucked to begin with. Like,
I don't.
Have you ever seen those? It's on Instagram. It's like a Batman guy that like makes like it takes the piss out of Batman. Where like he had the Joker like is dancing. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Is this an Instagram video?" Like, we just making fun of the whole thing.
That's great.
No, fuck that. So yeah, I saw Beetlejuice, and it was fine. Whatever. I think the thing with these legacy sequels now too, I don't even feel like watching them. I don't know if I want to watch any of these things. Like Top Gun 2, like Maverick was great. When I saw that a couple years ago.
Why are you such a Maverick?
But I don't care about any of these other ones. I don't feel.
Did anyone see the Mad Max?
He's coming out Days of Thunder.
Oh, the Mad Max one? No, did you?
I heard that was supposed to be awesome. It's like in the top 5 movies of the year for a lot of people.
Really?
What? Mad Max, the new one?
The Furiosa one, yeah.
Really?
It's like a Furiosa origin story, which is kind of funny because those last 2 movies were much more serious than any of the original Mad Maxes were. Because I rewatched those movies like last year, and like they are what they are, but like they're not like serious fucking movies. Like they're ridiculous. There's dudes that are like dressed in bondage riding through the fucking desert on a dune buggy.
Yeah, with the shoulder pads that look like the Legion of Doom.
Yeah. It's like they borrowed fucking Rob Halford's clothes and rode through the desert on a fucking dune buggy.
Well, they toned it down from Rob Halford a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Go November rain. That's it.
No, that's actually how he sounds. That's good.
Oh man, so legacy sequels, are we good on that? No one cares?
Yeah, we can move on.
Man, here we go. This is a great episode, everyone. If you're liking this, just hit like and subscribe.
Especially we have Steve who only wants to talk about
like
95
and subscribe
or less.
button.
All right, so with this one, Steve, you could have something to say. 2020. What?
Go.
So your microphone's not working. 2020.
Oh, listen, my mic works just fine. Can you hear me? You can hear me.
I hear you, bro.
Listen,
it looks cool too.
Episode of the year is going to be in the episode of the year is going to be next year when I drop the behind the scenes of when Steve's microphone didn't work. The 20 minutes of that.
First of all, the microphone worked just fine. It was Zoom, and it was you guys because you're doubling up on episodes. You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
Trying to keep.
We didn't have time to pre-roll. You came on.
There was no pre-prep.
You came straight from work.
Exhausted.
All right, so the 2025 legacy sequels that maybe we might be looking forward to. I Know What You Did Last Summer, 28 Years Later, Final Destination Bloodlines, Karate Kid Legends, The Passion of the Christ.
Wait. Stop right there.
The Passion of the Christ sequel?
Is that for real? Is that real?
Yes, it's real. It's about Easter.
What's going to happen this time?
He comes back.
I swear to God, I didn't know that until I saw it. Yeah, there's a fucking sequel to Passion of the Christ.
Oh,
wow. Mel Gibson?
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
his crazy ass doing another snuff film?
Yes. Dude, that was the most... I remember I watched it at the time just to see what it was about, and I was like, oh my God, this is the most violent, bloody depiction of Jesus I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I was fucking getting whipped. There's blood everywhere. I'm like, oh my God.
I was in the theater... when I watched it in the theater... A woman was crying while it was happening. Like, I'm like, dude, it's not. I was like, yo, it's violent, but it's not Jesus. It's a guy playing Jesus.
Yeah.
Like,
no, but apparently the resurrection is coming in 25. So get ready.
Man,
I would assume they're releasing it on Easter.
Is it a prequel?
It's a prequel.
Pico, you should make that clip for this post where I just say the resurrection is coming in 2025.
Mark my words.
Mark my words.
You heard it here first, folks.
Well, yo, you said Karate Kid Legends is coming.
Yeah.
They put
Is that like based on
Kai into the movie.
Can we put Karate Kid to bed? Wait, they're making a Kai movie?
It's
well, have
basically
you
like
seen Karate?
Show
have you seen Cobra Kai?
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen every episode.
Oh yeah.
I missed.
I haven't watched the second. Don't tell me because I haven't watched the second half of it yet.
It's
right.
my love to hate show. It is so bad.
It is so bad. It's good.
But it's so bad. It's so good.
Yeah,
that's why I like it.
It's so bad.
I think this is the movie is putting the pin on this thing. Like, hey, we did the show. Now we're doing this movie.
I can't take it anymore. I think it's good.
6 seasons was a bit much.
I think they know that it's bad, and they know they're being canceled.
Yeah. This cash cow is.
That's why I think they
very self-aware show, and that's why I kind of
like the first 2 seasons were great. Like it went downhill after that. I would agree, but like just seeing the whole like the idea of like what is Johnny Lawrence up to, like from the beginning was fucking hilarious, right? And then they just they went too far down the rabbit hole.
I mean, How I Met Your Mother made that show. Because do you ever see the episode where like
I have seen
he's the true Karate Kid or whatever? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate that show too.
Well, didn't you ever see that there was a video, the recut, and it was basically how Daniel-san is the villain of Karate Kid, and it was very compelling.
Yes.
Well, Gary Goldman said it the whole time. He said it the whole time. Gary Goldman knew that he was the villain of the film. He knew that he couldn't just let anything just lie. He's like every time he's like felt like he had to he's the bully, and then he does an illegal move at the end. He kicks a kid in the face.
Yes. The YouTube video of that is great.
Daniel-san with the bully.
He is.
So what does that make Miyagi?
He's just a dude that teaches karate. He has no investment in it.
Bro, he's not that. We find out in the recent season he wasn't, all great.
Guy.
Well, Karate Kid Part oh my god. In Karate Kid Part 2, he sends Daniel out there to fight to to the death in that movie.
You can cut this part out, but have you watched Karate Kid 2 recently at the beginning where Kreese is like, "Come on, Karen, let's go," and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my god!
Like what the fuck?
Wow,
for children.
Wow. So, are there any sequels that you are looking for? There's also Freakier Friday is coming out next year.
But why?
Yeah.
But
I watched some terrible holiday movie with Lindsay Lohan recently. I didn't realize it was her because she looks so different.
The one
I saw
Between Us.
Yeah,
Just Between Us. Yeah, she was in. Yes. She came back last year with one.
They were all.
I didn't realize it was her at first because she looks completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
They're making a Billy Madison sequel.
No, they've been filming it.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
and
Bradley Whitford
Happy
in it?
Gilmore.
No, it's a Happy Gilmore sequel.
It's the Happy Gilmore sequel.
Leave it alone, especially with no Chubs. Leave it the fuck alone. Those movies are classic. Don't touch them.
Yep.
No Chubs. No Barker. No Grandma.
New drop.
No, you suck guy, Joe. What's his face?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. The problem with it
on this list I'm looking forward to, Pico. I will say there's a few that I'm looking for. I'll watch Karate Kid Legends to close that door. 28 years later could be interesting because those movies were good. I thought, and it's been a while. Zombie movies are.
Cillian Murphy going to be in it?
Oh my god, that is so ridiculous. So you watch seeing that shit online, everyone's saying that's him, him coming out of the grass as a zombie. Fucking crazy.
Because that would be interesting to go from winning an Oscar for this most prestigious movie to be like, no, let's make a fourth one of these zombie movies. It's cool. Do that.
The other problem is that zombies kind of got ruined for me by what the fuck's
Walking Dead.
Yeah, it just got overdone. They overdid it.
But these are fast zombies,
which are
that's cool.
Terrifying. By the way, that's scary as shit.
Yeah. I am looking forward to Mission Impossible be finally done.
I've never watched. I haven't watched any past two.
Because if you're never softening boner for Tom.
So what are they calling the last one?
Because perpetually turgid for.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. The first two Mission Impossible movies were not great, but 3, 4,
they got so much better,
and 6 were amazing.
I've heard that.
What was the last one?
I've heard
7. 7
last one was supposed to be Protocol Part 1, and now it's not even called that. It's called something else now. So
it was it had some it was like
it was like an AI submarine thing that was like started.
God.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Started letting drones fly above New Jersey. Anyways.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to the Passion of the Christ sequel, though.
Is nostalgia just getting political in?
That's not has nothing to do with politics.
It's not. It's just,
all right, are we getting
the drones are just a promo for the Mission Impossible 9.
Of course,
it probably is.
Of course, it is.
Yeah. Oh, it's for Fast.
When they
and
did it,
Furious.
remember Aqua
Fast and
Teen
Furious
Hunger Force?
Yeah,
you guys remember that where in Boston they did like a
Yeah.
guerrilla advertising and people thought it was fucking terrorist device in like 2005 because it was a fucking guerrilla campaign for Aqua Teen Hunger Force. So maybe it's that.
That
Maybe
shows.
So next week, Tom Cruise is going to parachute out of one of those drones in New Jersey.
Yeah,
get shot by some Italian guy.
That would make me want to go see the movie.
Yeah.
I mean that's a brilliant marketing campaign. I'll give him that.
Amazing.
Tom Cruise is dead, so get out of respect.
There's also another Tron movie coming out.
I didn't see the last reboot. Like,
I mean, why? Why? There doesn't need to be another Tron movie. There's another.
I
Tron
like
movie.
the last one. The
but-
Legacy.
I don't want to see any movie that has Jeff Bridges without a beard in it, to be quite honest.
that's fair.
Den of Thieves, Pantera. That's the name of the movie.
Cut off the first part.
Movie's called Pantera.
It's Den of Thieves, Pantera. But yeah, I don't know. And then there's the Avatar movie, an Avatar sequel.
Nope.
I've never seen any of those movies.
I refuse to watch it.
I thought the first one was interesting, even though it's basically a fucking ripoff of Dancing with Wolves. But then, like, you waited 10 years, so I didn't give a shit. I started watching the second one, and I just kind of shut it off. I was like, whatever. Like, I didn't see it in the theater. I was like, whatever.
Dances with Wolves was basically a music video for a majestic music video for the Wild West.
You're right, but not as good as Young Guns. By the way, the fact you haven't done that yet, guys, put it on the list.
Blaze of Glory, bro.
He's in a recent movie called Horizon. Something like that.
I don't know. Are we looking forward to any of these legacy sequels?
No.
I think
we don't look forward to anything.
I think there's a lot of old man pants here. I think I would watch the Final Destination Bloodlines movie because the guy who is Candyman, I think that was his last movie, and he passed away this year.
Those movies are
have
funny.
Have you guys watched
Candyman?
Godzilla and
No, the Final Destination one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yo,
no, I haven't.
That Godzilla movie that came out recently that was like more of a drama.
Plus one, that one?
Talking about? It was like the title was like in like Korean or Japanese or something.
Like Godzilla Zero or something.
Godzilla Evolved is what it meant, right?
It was good.
It was?
Yeah.
Yes.
I like.
We can't fuck with the monster movie, bro.
I like the Godzilla and versus King Kong: The New Empire. That was pretty good.
But I love it because it's formulaic. That's fine. You know what you're walking into. You watch a monster movie. They're gonna fucking fight at the end. Like, hey, let's go.
Godzilla -1. That was the one.
That's
yeah.
Oh,
I said
really?
plus
It's
one.
Dramatic.
And I said 0. We're both off, Pico.
Good, man. It was there was like a scene where Godzilla comes and like fucks up this camp of
Godzilla comes. Shit.
Porno, man. That's why do you think I love
everywhere.
Godzilla Bukkake.
Just covering the earth, bro.
Oh.
That fucking planet with Godzilla jizz.
You know what my other problem with Godzilla was when he played for the Yankees.
Okay. Okay.
Look, by the way, Godzilla jizz is a
you
great
know
name
what,
for a punk
Jeremy?
band.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait until Juan Soto just takes a big shit next year, and the Mets have to sit there and
It'll be
pay
our
him
shit,
out
not your shit.
while they
can afford it. We can afford it.
Afford it. Have fun.
Ain't my money. I ain't going to games anymore. I don't care.
That's
Fuck
right.
him. Fuck him right in the ear.
I went to one game this year. I got there in the first inning, and they were already losing 5-0 to the A's.
All right, what's
$5
next?
hot dog night.
What's next? Pop.
The three of you guys lost me.
Breakout artists.
We don't care about that.
About what? Oh, baseball. Yeah,
baseball?
sorry.
That's nostalgia.
No,
Album
we
of the year
actually
for
next
Breakout
year.
artists.
Next year we
Steve's
should
like
do.
lost. Steve? What are you looking at? 1995 shit to talk.
He's looking.
He's checking Derek Jeter's stats from 1996.
He's reading cheat codes for GoldenEye.
I want to know their top 5 Christmas stuff after we go through.
Yeah, we're almost there. Maybe album of the year or breakout artist of the year. I put Chapel Roan there because fucking she killed it. And also I'm just gonna throw on there The Smile. Love The Smile. I love their
Didn't their first album come out last year?
Didn't they come out with a second one? They came out with a second or third one.
They came out with 2 albums this year. Radiohead can't put out an album more than one like every 7 years, and The Smile's just shooting them out every 6 months.
Well, I like them.
The last one was great.
It was great. They're fucking amazing. So I'm putting a Smile there and Chapel Roan. So
I'll tell you one thing. The only thing I know about Chapel Roan, or maybe Sabrina Carpenter. I don't even know, so I'm not even gonna say. I'm probably gonna get it wrong.
Sabrina Carpenter.
That's it.
Espresso.
What?
Espresso. That was Sabrina Carpenter.
So what do you think, Steve?
I know. Hold on. Who put out music this year? Let's see. I should know this.
Yeah.
David Gilmour.
David Gilmour put out a record.
The Gilmour album's pretty good. It's not too bad.
Oh, I haven't listened to that yet. I gotta check that out.
The concert was great.
I would say one of the greatest musical moments is definitely the Ice-T cover.
Oh, the Body Count cover, yeah.
Of Comfortably Numb.
Bubba loved it.
It's fucking awesome.
I'm gonna say I thought it was gonna be worse than it was. Like I've listened to it. Like it's not. It could be worse.
It's great.
He got sign off from Gilmour and Waters, so he must be doing something right.
The cover of that
did
song
it on Jimmy Kimmel's show.
Yeah, and the cover of that song is better than anything Roger Waters did in the last few years, especially when he ruined Dark Side of the Moon. So I mean,
I think that's mostly what he's done is cover himself for the last 5 years.
Yeah, it was pretty good, and what I liked is like the Ice-T thing is not a gimmick. Like the whole Body Count thing, he's been doing that for 30 years. Like he's into rock music and metal. Like it's
Absolutely.
like so it's I appreciate the authenticness of it. Like I get why people would not like it, but I'm like it's not just a bullshit gimmick like when Busta Rhymes did the fucking Ozzy song and that shit. Like it's like you feel like it's actually like all right, he's coming from a place of respect. So I can appreciate that.
Yeah. So what do you think, Billy? What did you put down for that? What do you got for that?
I put Kerry King's album that finally came out, From Hell I Rise. I don't know if anyone listened to it, be Pico and Jeremy, Pico and Duck, but after Slayer's dissolve and Kerry King's a raging asshole and talking for years, what's going to come out is Phil going to be in the band, blah blah blah, and it finally dropped, and it was the dude whose name I'm blanking on from Death Angel. Angel was the lead singer. It just hit like it felt almost better than the last 2 Slayer albums, I thought, because the riffs were there. And he also brought in I think it was the bass player from Machine Head, and then he still had Paul Bostaph from Slayer playing drums. So like, if you haven't listened to it, check it out. But
check it
out. It was better than I expected. I was skeptical going in. Like I was very like, all right, I'm going into this no expectations, and it was pleasantly surprising. And like I would put it as my the fact that there were a lot of good metal albums released this year, and I thought it was my album of the year.
Cool.
So, but then of course, Slayer reunites to play some fucking festivals the same year he puts an album out after their retirement tour. Like Jesus Christ,
because they suck. They're assholes.
I will forever be the old guy screaming Slayer at the back of the show, though. Fuck.
Of course. Why not? Jeremy, Steve, Manny,
I'm looking. I see some artists and bands that I like have put out albums, but I haven't heard any of them.
It's about where I'm at. This is what happens when you have children.
Jeremy, you said you really like the new Eminem album, right?
I think I listened to it once. I listened to. Tell you what, I listened to a good album today with Eminem. It's called
Taylor
2001.
Swift, man. Come on, Tortured Poets Department.
T Swift, there you go, baby.
That's always a safe bet. She puts out an album or 2 every year, right?
I mean, and she had one of the biggest, musical moments of the Eras tour. I mean, that fucking billions of dollars.
Yeah. I'm sure I said this.
The amount of money that was going for.
Insane.
And but anybody who thought that was the most epic tour of all time has clearly never been to an Iron Maiden show.
Oh,
I agree. Or Metallica in Moscow in 1991.
Yeah, absolutely. Or Oasis.
Why do you keep disappearing?
The Roseland Ballroom.
Sorry, the dog was borrowing me.
All right, next.
Manny, you have nothing. You have nothing.
No, because I listened to best of
Sandstorm remix.
Y2K Alt Nation.
Well, there was
That's what I call
also
music.
So
there was
all I've been
also
listening to is
yeah.
that kind of music.
Yeah.
So
Well, there's
stay
all
in nostalgic music
Yeah.
land.
Hey,
well, also I think what happened was No Effects. I think they had their last show this year, so I think they're calling it quits forever. So
Did see that.
rest in peace, No Effects. I guess I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, I enjoy listening to Noah Khan, but I don't think he came out with a new album this year. But that's about it.
So we have
What's
the pop
next?
culture moment of 2024. I'm saying, I said the reunion of Oasis, that there's going to be an Oasis tour. I feel like for me that was huge when I heard that Noel and Liam Gallagher are going. We're coming back together. We're going to do a tour. I was like, no fucking way. But I guess it's happening, and possibly. Who knows? We'll see what happens in 2025. But the announcement of it in 2024, I thought was huge. So.
Did you see they already they went hardcore on the tickets where some people bought them off secondary sites and they nixed them. They just canceled it because it was like, hey, here's the only site you can rebuy it on. If someone bought off StubHub, they just canceled the ticket altogether.
Holy shit. That's hardcore. That
Yeah,
sounds
right?
like something Liam and Noel Gallagher would do.
100%, bro.
They are
100% in character.
insane. They are insane. Oh, man. Anyone else? Pop culture moment for 2020.
I mean,
I put mine down. Yeah. Sorry, man, you go.
I would say, I mean, they go so quickly, but the Australian break dancer in the Olympics
Jesus.
Oh my god.
was
Breakout.
hilarious.
No.
That was a great moment.
That was an awesome moment.
It
That
gave
was good.
all of
That was
us
solid.
mediocre people hope for achieving greatness.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
we could get a gold medal.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
And she
only the
I
guys
like
that
professional ball, I
actually
don't
got
know.
medals and stuff were
Yeah.
really good. But anyways,
and she retired.
you know,
now.
that passed pretty quickly.
Yeah, bro, she ruined breakdancing. They're not bringing that back.
They're not
No,
bringing it
they're
back
not.
in the Olympics.
They're not.
Yo, get this bitch out of here.
They should just replace it with hacky sack. Just do like Olympic hack. Let's do Olympic
You
hack.
gotta get really high beforehand, otherwise it's not legit.
It's just like, whatever. Like, let's just do anything at the Olympics at this point. We had an episode, Manny, where we
not a
talked about
performance
it.
enhancing drug.
You know, might as well just do fucking. Who cares? Just like go to, you know, what did you say? Try to return something at Home Goods.
Yes.
That's an
The only
Olympic
thing
sport.
the only performance that
Mama,
marijuana
kill that.
enhances is podcasting.
And what about
Oh, dude,
Dilly? What was yours?
Diddy.
Diddy,
Diddy is definitely one.
Yeah,
It's a negative one, but I mean,
Totally.
I mean, it's
pervading
massive.
everything now. Jay-Z's getting pulled into it.
Jay-Z's
Um,
getting got.
Yeah, a lot of
You see
people.
the weird
Carl Williams-
Odell Beckham, Justin Bieber thing. Like, there's a lot of weird
Yeah.
shit that's getting
Dude,
pulled into it.
there's Carl Winslow was part of it too.
I saw that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's
I heard
wide-ranging.
heard the guy who used to host The Apprentice was up to something this year.
Yeah,
I guess that would be
that's
pop
pretty-
culture.
yeah. For the last
Oh, yeah.
4
Yeah.
years.
I guess it is.
I would
It is
argue that the
fucking
Diddy
pop
thing is
culture.
potentially bigger than the Epstein thing, just because the gravity of the names. Like, there's even rumors that like the J-Lo Ben Affleck divorce was related to the Diddy stuff coming out.
Yes.
I don't
Well,
fucking know if
that's
that's
the
true,
rumor.
but, like,
And-
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
there's so many huge names from when we were growing up that
Yeah.
in the '90s, like in high school, that are involved in this, right? So,
Yeah.
who the fuck knows what's gonna happen?
I mean, my favorite part of it was as soon as it happened, Shine came out. It was like, fuck him. And I was like, thank you. If anyone doesn't remember Shine, and anyone listening to this, Shine was a rapper that was signed to Bad Boy, and then there was a shooting in a club where Diddy and J-Lo were together, and Shine took the rap and went to jail for like 10 years or something, and
Yep.
he recorded an album while he was in jail over the phone, basically, and he took the
Yep.
rap for that shit. So
Where's Mace on all this? Is he with Shelly Miscavige somewhere? Like,
You know, that's been the issue these past like 20 years. We haven't had Mace. Where's he been? Come on
he
back.
talks
He
so much
rocks.
shit, dude.
Need you.
He rocks the ladies while Puff drives Mercedes. You know,
Need
Oh.
Mace.
Well, he's been out there
I'm a
saying
freezer,
stuff.
I think.
The thing is, he's been out there saying stuff, but people don't take him seriously because they're just like, you know, you're just, you know, mad because you're not as big as you.
But do you think something's actually going to be done with this? Like, we've been hearing about
Yeah.
the Epstein list forever.
I
and
think this
nothing's
is
come out.
different.
This
Really?
I
is
think this is
different.
different. These idiots recorded shit. I
They
think
have
it's gonna
tapes.
come out.
Puff's still in jail,
I'm
isn't he?
also
He'll be in jail the
I
whole
think it's
time.
going to come out, by the way,
So-
that Puff killed Biggie. I think it's going to come out of this. I think we're finally going to find out because we all know that happened. I think it's going to come out.
Yeah, I mean, Eminem's been saying it for a while now.
Oh, fuck yeah. He's talked shit about Puffy for like 20 years in his shit, if you look back.
Yeah.
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 But he's so big and he's just so rich, but like they recorded it, you know. So
I mean, the election was huge, but is that pop culture? Are we considering that pop
No.
culture?
That's just like
I
culture,
don't know.
right?
I don't consider it anti-culture.
I don't think it's culture anymore.
Yeah.
Drake Kendrick thing was kind of fun.
The best is
Oh,
when
so-
Steve talks like this.
Yeah.
Away from the mic and you can't really hear
Can you not hear? You can't.
Yeah, that was one of the things.
That's the
soundtrack
greatest
or-
pop culture moment when Steve Herrera comes on to the nostalgia test and tries to play guitar and doesn't.
Wasn't the
know how to
wasn't
do it.
the
Again,
Drake
there was
Kendrick thing?
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Wasn't the Drake Kendrick thing the most one-sided rap battle of like in human
Yes.
history?
Yeah, so that was Soundtrack Your Life. Shout out to Soundtrack Your Life out there podcast. They talked about. They said, the Kendrick embarrassing Drake was one of the biggest pop culture moments of the 2024.
Drake brought a knife to a nuclear war.
This is all over my head because this is one where I'm even more aligned with Steve. Or when it comes to rap music, I don't listen to anything past like 2003, so I'm completely fucking in the dark. Like I love the shit from back in the day, but like this is just over my fucking head.
That's not true. You listen to Abacadabra.
I just think it's funny because a lot of this stuff gets like, it's on the news for what we think forever, but it fades away pretty damn quickly.
Yeah.
now.
Yep, 24-hour news cycle, baby.
Yeah, because we're just constantly
Desensitized to
watching
life.
shit.
Yeah.
Let's remember this in next Christmas when we're still talking about the drones.
The drones. They're just gonna be. It's just Amazon testing out their new delivery system. So,
Dude, but that's
what about the Hawk Tuah Girl?
well, that was a social media moment of 2024 that movie boners are like Hawk Tuah Girl, and I
She is
agreed because
apparently
it was one of those moments that was insane.
I mean, she's milking it for all it's worth. She has a podcast, right?
That might be the most 2024 thing of all time because
Absolutely.
she did something that was subjectively funny, but like in the smallest possible increment for people who have no attention span. She immediately monetized that to the maximum extent possible.
She was on Long Island.
Podcast.
She came in
And
and
then-
hosted clubs and shit.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and now she made it a cryptocurrency, and apparently it's a,
Oh my God.
it's a scam, and she might go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to jail.
She's gonna go to jail. I hope.
Yeah,
so.
she's going
That
to
is
jail.
that is the 2024 timeline.
Yeah.
Right?
But you know what?
Stupid.
She goes to
It's
jail.
overblown. You go to jail.
She's
crypto.
overblown. Good phrase.
I bet she doesn't even do it.
Probably. She just talks about it.
My
Yeah,
favorite was
that's
I
it.
went to the Spirit Halloween store, the fucking, pop up in the store that just shut
God.
down to get the kids stuff. They had a fucking Hawk Tuah section at the Spirit Halloween store. Not even
Shut the
fucking with
fuck
He's
up.
nuts.
They did
What's
not.
over there? Like cowboy hats and shit? Blonde
Yeah, they had
wig?
cowboy hats. They had, I took a picture of it. I'll fucking send it to you after Pico in case you want to include it in the fucking wrap up.
Oh my
I swear to God, I
God.
took a picture of it.
That's
She also threw out her first
horrible.
pitch for a Mets game and then started
Yeah.
taking credit for their playoffs.
Well, there you
success.
go. I mean, that's the Mets.
Grimace and the Hawk Tuah lady. There you go. Some good fucking mascots. We keep it classy in Queens, bro.
Oh my God. I think there was no bigger moment than that. I have no idea from other social media stuff. I mean, other than right now, the trending music being that cover of Like a Prayer that was in Deadpool movie.
I think
which I
it's
made a
great
reel
when
for too. Yeah.
I think it's great when you see like church choirs singing it.
Oh my
And
God.
like they're
I saw that recently.
They usurp the song thinking that it's religious. I'm like, do you
It's
hear
actually
it's
about a prayer.
literally about a blowjob? Like,
Yep.
Wow, it's great. It's good. They had a whole
I
choir
didn't know
singing
about
it.
this. Yeah, I didn't know about
I
this.
go to
either.
church. I go to church a lot more if that was what they were preaching.
So guys, if you like Nostalgia Test podcast, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay.
Smash that like and subscribe button, boys.
Yeah.
Smash
All
it.
right.
Oh my God. So yeah, we had some in memoriams this year. A lot of different celebrities.
We're really
that,
gonna go
you
with
know,
the Memoriam.
Paul Weathers.
No, there was Carl Weathers was one of the
Fuck yeah.
biggest ones
Rest in
for
peace,
us. I feel
Apollo.
like.
Apollo.
Yeah.
Weathers, the only principal in Predator who never was elected governor.
Really?
Oh
I
shit!
mean, you
that's a
had
good point.
Schwarzenegger was governor, Ventura was governor.
Ventura.
Wow.
I mean, Carl could have been governor of Alabama. He's from Alabama or Mississippi, wasn't he?
I think so.
Why not?
He was the underrated Carl Weathers. Do you remember when Carl Weathers was on Arrested Development? And there was the whole
yeah, make soup out of that.
Yeah. Well, keep the bone. You can make soup out of that. It's so fucking good, dude.
I love those little fucking things, like when Roddy Piper was he did the cameo on It's Always Sunny.
Oh yeah.
What was his character's name? It was ridiculous. It was like something extremely violent.
Yeah, but Carl Weathers, rest in peace, Carl Weathers.
When I looked at the list, there were people I didn't realize.
Richard
Lewis,
Donald
Sutherland.
Sutherland, Louis Gossett Jr., Chappie from what was the name of that movie that we did, Manny?
Iron Eagle.
Iron Eagle. Yeah.
Richard Lewis and Richard Simmons.
Yeah,
Louis Gossett Jr. was in the recently in the Watchmen TV show on HBO, which was incredibly unnecessary, but also extremely good.
Yes.
Also, the original lead singer of Iron Maiden, Paul Di'Anno, died this year too.
That's right. I think
the whole band is dying because now they're talking about what's his face is going to retire.
Oh, he's already done. Nico's done. Yeah.
But
Phil Lesh.
Phil Lesh died.
Phil Lesh. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ozzy. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That's not yet. Not yet.
It's not dead yet.
Soon.
But like, even like thinking about how the drummer to Iron Maiden is retiring after having going through all the health shit that he's going through, he's still a better drummer than Lars. At like 30%. All of Lars fans on Instagram, I don't care what you have to say.
Chris Christopherson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shit, he died too. I didn't realize
Dr.
that.
Ruth, she died. Shannon Doherty, Bob Newhart.
Yeah, I forgot about her too.
Bob Newhart. Oh man.
Kelly Duvall. Phil Donahue.
Bro, James Earl Jones. I was saying that a second
That's
ago.
right. James Earl Jones.
I forgot about that too. Shit.
Maggie Smith.
Yeah.
And dude, probably the most tragic, Liam Payne, man. Guy had a freak out and jumped out a window.
Can we get nostalgic for a moment about when we were youths and thought we were experimenting with drugs? If I were a youth today and I had any head on my shoulders whatsoever, I wouldn't touch shit. It's like, try this. It's pink. It's pink cocaine.
He jumped out the window.
Does it actually have cocaine in it? No, it has everything in it, but no one knows.
Yeah.
Snort this fentanyl.
Well, I don't know if he jumped, but he fell from his window.
While having
he
a
had all
freak out,
sorts of coke and crack in his, all sorts of drugs and shit in his system. He could have just fucking freaked out and jumped. Like.
Yeah.
We were
the hotel room was trashed.
Yeah. We were all lucky that we survived. We doing this shit that we did.
Yeah, we didn't have any of this synthetic fucking shit that they have.
No.
We had some
weed
and some Budweisers.
It was not Russian roulette. Let's put it that way. It was roulette, but it was not Russian roulette.
You know what we sound like right now is like, you ever see the Dennis Leary No Cure for Cancer back in the day?
Yes.
He's like, we would just drink beer and whiskey
I know.
and smoke cigarettes. Like, that's basically what we sound
That's
like
what
right now.
we sound like.
Accurate.
How can I can't get a cup of coffee, just coffee flavored coffee? Like, that's who we were becoming, and I hate it. But at the same time,
we can't just get some weed flavored weed?
But seriously, everyone's like, the notes of watermelon. It's like, no, bro, it tastes like smoke.
I remember like 10 years ago, Steve telling me that calling it pot was like outdated. I was like, well, I'm done then.
I'm done.
I told you that?
Yeah, I think I remember saying this, like, oh, kids don't say that anymore. I'm like, well, fuck kids. What do they know?
I saw a meme recently where it's like you ever see the one where it's like this sketch guy's face talking to someone, like, and it's like 1970s. What kind of weed is this? And he's like, it's weed. And it's like, now he's like, what kind of weed is it? Like, it's purple hash, bubble gum, blah blah blah. Like, some bullshit. Like, shit's gotten crazy, man. It's like, and you don't fucking know what's in any of this shit. So yeah, we fucking lucked out.
Yeah. All right, so
I'm pretty sure you can't get stuff with seeds in it anymore.
No.
No, and if you do, just plant them.
Not only that, real quick, but we also lucked out without having social media when we were in high school.
Bro.
Do you understand the way these kids
don't have to go into it
in the foot for the rest of their lives?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got social media. I got social media in my basement. I was just looking for.
Bro, I have a BAM $5.
Everyone just destroy
BAM $5 in my basement. That would be.
We don't have things that are going to live in infamy on the internet. To buy.
Is anyone here? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes,
I agree.
Let's describe it.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve.
No, you're right. Though,
I'm not
100%,
saying we don't have skeletons.
No, we all
And
do.
we didn't
But
post
like,
that shit.
Yeah,
bro, if
Chili
that shit
Willies
was
were
around
not
when we were
on video.
Yeah,
No.
if that shit was around when we were in high school and college, like we'd all be
I still remember what one time Billy was. We had guys' night, and
Here we go.
You know,
Someone wakes
we
up.
are recording this.
wakes up with a bunch of shit in his face, and what he says,
Yeah.
and that was on video. And I
I remember that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know where that is, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
no.
Manny, it was Manny.
face.
Oh, now we have
It
to
was at my
take that
house.
out.
Yeah,
You said
Yeah.
the name.
you said
What?
his name.
Cut, yeah,
Not the
cut
name.
it out.
I'll tell you one thing.
You should
If
not
we
be
had-
named. But yeah, that fuck, bro.
Yeah.
That was
If we had-
nowadays. That would have been on Facebook and. Oof.
Oh yeah,
If
definitely.
we had video,
Yeah, done.
if we had video of you know who, maybe he would have been already deported, and we could have saved ourselves, a lot of trouble.
Possibly. Yeah.
Maybe next year. Maybe on day one.
He still has that
episode's
video of
never
mine
coming.
too.
This episode's not being released.
Just some of it.
There's going to be
Uh,
a
We got a
bootleg.
lot of editing, Pico. Sorry.
Yeah, I think we have maybe one more. Like, okay, TV series 2024. Anyone want to say anything? I'm
I've
saying
been watching.
Chaos.
Which one?
Chaos, loved it. I love it. I'm so sad it's
good.
canceled.
I don't know why you like that so
It's great. It's great.
Guys, we
Get it.
gotta. I mentioned it before, but we got to pour one out for What We Do in the Shadows. It was.
Oh, don't tell me what happened at the
I
end.
didn't
I'm
finish it.
watching
I didn't
it.
finish
I
it.
haven't seen the last one yet.
I didn't finish it.
Did you guys watch what the fuck is it's an Apple. The guy goes to work, he goes down into
Severance.
an elevator.
That
Severance,
fucking movie was great.
I
Yeah.
haven't
They have a
watched
second
it yet.
The
season
show
of
is nuts.
It's coming back.
It's coming out. Yeah.
Coming back next.
that? First
next
season was
month.
great.
Did
Yeah.
they have it?
I
in
love the
2024?
'70s vibe to it too. Like it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It felt like a period piece. It was. And
There's
the
been a lot of good
concept was
TV
crazy.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
watched
watch nearly
Shrinking.
enough
You
of
watch
it.
Shrinking?
No,
Shrinking's pretty fun. It's
I don't
alright.
have Apple anymore.
Yo, Shrinking is kind of waning on me. The first season was great, second was good, and third's kind of it just feels like it's dragging on. I feel
It's
like
dragging
wrap
Yeah.
it
right
up.
now. Yeah.
I there was a show that Ted Danson did recently called the Man
It-
on
it-
the
it's
Inside.
inside. Really
That shit
good.
was
I like it.
great.
Dude, I
And
just
'cause
watched that. It
the
was
person who
cool.
wrote it wrote The Good Place, and so like it was
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Michael
amazing.
Schur. Michael Schur,
Yeah.
Regis Philbin's son-in-law.
Really? Why do you know
Yeah.
that?
Dude, he
He's
knows
married to
everything.
JJ Philbin.
Because he's Jeff.
Yeah, man.
Fucking know.
I didn't
should
watch
just
the
watch
second
that.
season. Did anyone watch the second season of Rings of Power? I enjoyed the first
No.
one with the going into the dorky Lord of the Rings shit. I liked the first one, but I haven't gotten around to watching the second one yet.
I don't know if I want to watch any more Lord of the Rings stuff. I don't even know if I want to do that for this podcast yet. I'm still thinking about it, but it's
I am
No,
not watching that show, that movie again.
Clerks
You
2
mean
got
all-
it right. Clerks 2 got it right when what's
What
his
about Clerks
face
3, which came out in
works-
2024?
I didn't see it, but when he's like, this is the first movie, and he walks this way. He's like, this is the second one, he
Yeah.
walks this way. He's like, this is the third one. He throws the ring in, and he's like, and that's it. And these two guys are in the restaurant, and they're like, fucking A.
I could see that. But my biggest argument is they love Star Wars, and hot take, I fucking think Star Wars sucks ass. I hate
Star Wars was great when there were 3 of them.
No, I hate all of them.
Three of
They're all garbage. Hot take. Come at me, bro.
Do you watch Mandalorian?
Nah.
Obviously not.
It's pretty
Hard
good. I
pass.
like him, but
I like Mandalorian.
Who is this?
Why do you care about Carl Weathers, but you don't care about Mandalorian? Sick bastard.
wow.
He was awesome in that.
He was great in that.
That's
man.
what I've heard. I just don't like Star Wars. It's a personal thing. I know
Right.
people think.
What did Star Wars do to you?
No, I know. I just have certain things that I dislike, and you guys know me long enough. I stick to my guns. I don't fuck around. You know,
Stick to my
it is what it is.
I don't like love Star Wars, but I hate it. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why you hate it so much.
Sometimes when I think something is not that good and everyone loves it, it bothers me even more. It's
God,
a
I'm the
me
same
problem,
way.
right? So
I'm
yeah,
the
I'm
same
all
way.
right. Steve gets it. I'm like,
Yeah, I
fuck
get it.
you.
I get it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's one of those.
what is
Like,
this?
and I don't
I can't think of.
like it. I just don't like it. I think it's meh.
All right.
So, granted, in the '70s, if I saw it back then, different, right? We weren't alive, so who knows? Back then, it was probably groundbreaking. So it is.
If I saw something when I wasn't alive, my mind would be blown too.
Fair enough, bro.
Oh man, anything else on that one? Because we could just shoot straight to.
Bro, you guys all need to do yourselves favors and watch. It's a documentary on Netflix. It's called The King Tupelo.
Oh,
Hmm.
All
Have you
right.
heard of this?
no.
No,
I've heard of it.
Saying it's the new Tiger King.
Oh god.
I gotta watch that then.
It's gonna be fucking. Well, maybe it's not gonna be huge, but it's amazing. So you remember like, when someone sent rice in to like Obama and some senators and stuff like that?
Yes.
It's about that. This is like back in like, I guess during the Obama presidency. But I don't want to give away too much because it's so good. The characters are just like, how are these real people?
Oh my god,
hilarious.
Speaking of Tiger King, has he been pardoned and or appointed to a cabinet post by the president-elect?
I think he's Secretary of Defense.
Awesome. So we're just gonna have tigers at the border.
Oh, you know what? Sorry,
that would actually be pretty fucking dope.
I mean, I'm down with that. Steve, I didn't think about documentaries, so you said it, but I texted Manny and Pico about it, but the Mr. McMahon documentary, because I think that was this year, that was really good.
That was good. I like that.
That was really good. Yeah, that was
I mentioned it on the Santa Claus the movie episode we just recorded and dropped. Maybe I don't know.
So bad.
That I saw the Martha Stewart documentary and thought it was great.
Yeah,
it was amazing. It was
she kind of sucks, though, right?
Well, I mean, she's a billionaire. I mean, what billionaires are nice? I mean, not a single one.
What
prick to make money?
I feel favorably about Steve Cohen at the moment, but that's for personal.
You get to a billion, you've done some shit,
Fucking the show Billions is based off his life. You ever watch that show?
You should watch Inherited, and you're not a piece of shit.
You should watch the movie. Watch this episode of the games that made us, or the toys that made us, like on how Monopoly was created. That shit was nuts. The board game one. I just watched that.
So they stole the idea repeatedly, right?
Speaking of stealing, Steal of 2024. My
Did
opinion.
You just lay yourself up for the next thing.
You sure did.
Wow.
Was our good friend.
Hold on, I'm looking at this list right now because I don't know shit about what things that are happening. But going back,
guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes. My dog's about to piss on the floor. I'll be back.
Yeah,
let it.
Going back to shows and this couples with reboots. A really great show came out this year, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which was kind of a retake of the.
Was that good?
Yes, that was interesting.
It was good, man.
It was. I liked that. It was.
I never even saw the movie.
It was really good. I never saw the movie either, but the show was really fucking good, dude.
I saw the movie. The show was interesting. It was good.
There was a lot of intrigue before it even started because it was supposed to have Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and then she backed out, and they replaced it with Maya Erskine. Everybody's like, "No, it's cool."
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. It was like these two creators, and they're just like, "Yeah, this isn't working. Let's try somebody else." And then it was kind of amicable, or so they made it out to be.
Oh, shit.
I heard good things.
Yeah. No, it's good. Check it out.
I thought it was a good show.
Yeah. Well,
did anybody watch Atlanta?
Oh, dude, Baby Reindeer, man, that was great.
Oh, wow.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah,
dude. Baby Reindeer.
I feel like a lot of better TV came out than actual movies, and I think like that's the problem.
I think it's been a better year for TV and shows and series than movies.
Yeah. People are
just rebooting everything, and dude, every movie I've seen, it's just I don't know, man. I'm just getting old and grumpy and yelling at clouds and stuff, but like nothing. It's just
drones.
Yeah, dude, it's just not as they don't make movies as good as they used to, man.
No, we were saying that before you got on, Steve. Like we went over like top 2024 movies, and I was like, they're fine. They're nothing like
dude,
to really talk about.
I think everything like groundbreaking has like kind of been done. I don't know.
Ground's all broken already.
Ground's all broken up, good.
And now
like
it's just
I brought up like
films.
the only one that I could think about was like Fall Guy was the most decent out of all the ones that I watched. Everything else I'm like, it's good, but like
people really liked Fall Guy, and I thought it was just fine.
It was fine.
Wasn't entertaining, but it didn't,
Jeremy, did you watch Snack Shack?
Yes, I did. I watched it on a plane, and I told you about it, and you gave me shit because I was not unaware that you had interviewed the director and cast on
the two people that started that movie. Yeah,
yeah,
it was that was
a
quite
good
the
one.
romantic laugh.
Yeah, but if we go right into the steal that I feel like we need to talk about, that I would feel is important to talk about. We've had our friend of the show, Scott Barber, a documentary filmmaker. He created The Orange Years. He also did an amazing documentary on Guar. He came on in July to talk about his new project, Game Changers. And he was doing a Kickstarter on Game Changers, trying to come up with the money to start this documentary series that about video games and how the different types of video games that changed the game basically and everything. And lo and behold, I emailed him a few days ago or so and asked him like what's happening with it. And he said that the guys who did the movies that made us, that on Discovery, stole it, and it's literally called Game Changers, and they're literally doing the same exact show that he did. To me, that is the steal of 2024 because it fucks a small documentary filmmaker who already came in with the idea, and Discovery fucking screwed him.
All right, newsflash. Creators, don't put your ideas on Kickstarter where they can be easily found and appropriated by capital-backed, production enterprises.
It was so sad to hear, and I was so upset that happened. Here it is, like Game Changers, the history behind the most iconic games and how they went on to influence the world of pop culture and beyond. And it's all the stuff that like we literally almost talked about, and it's literally called Game Changers.
Yeah, unfortunately, that happens a lot, probably. And like the only thing that sucks about that, Jeremy, like you're saying, like don't put your stuff on. But the guy was needed funding, so like the only way to really like how many other ways is
you got to redact it. You got to redact it. Take out all the pertinent details because people definitely want to provide money to a project they can't read the details of.
Yeah. So fuck you to Discovery Network, and that was some bullshit. That's
shit. That's Max. That's Zaslav. That's
some bullshit. That was so fucked up when I heard that, and for me, that was one of the biggest.
So what is he doing
of the year? No idea. Maybe we'll have him on to talk.
Changing
Scott,
the game in new ways.
Scott, come on, talk about like what we could do next, and support Scott's work when he did the Orange Years. Watch that amazing documentary.
So good.
It was.
What
right?
was it about?
About
Nickelodeon, the heyday.
Yeah.
Oh, so this was in addition to the one about the.
No, there was before when Nickelodeon was run by this amazing woman who created all the new stuff.
Yeah,
and
not the time that
before they started abusing children. Good, got it.
Yeah, and then he did a great documentary on Guar, which I hear is like really great. So yeah, Scott Barber, fucking Discovery, fuck you. How about that? Go fuck yourself.
How about that?
All right,
guys, before this gets crazy, I'm gonna ask one thing of the.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's already gotten crazy, Manny.
It has, but I gotta go soon. It's late. I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that.
We're not in LA. All right, this East Coast.
We're in the real world.
But once the time is on my side, because everything else I do is always on East Coast time, and I'm up at like 7 in the morning to do a stupid meeting.
All right, Mick Jagger.
All right.
I'll talk with you till 3 a.m., bro. I don't give a shit.
Okay. Top 5 Christmas movies.
All right.
No particular order.
Jeremy and Steve.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, 1989. Fantastic. And you know what? I think we talked about this before. Once you get to be a certain age, especially if you have a family, you realize it's not a comedy, it's a documentary.
100%. Yep.
Steve.
Yeah. Christmas Story, man. That's my go-to.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Okay, that's one. We said 5. Let's go, guys.
Well, let's let everybody contribute one.
Jeremy only said 1, so I said 1.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could say this even though, because that other episode might not have come out yet. So
I hope it did because it's the end of the year. But I'll say Christmas Vacation.
We definitely said Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation,
Christmas Vacation,
Elf,
obviously, Die Hard.
No. Let me get ahead of
this. Steve.
No.
I feel like Die Hard has to put an asterisk. You have to put an asterisk next to that one.
If it did not take place at Christmas,
it did take place.
It did not take place at Christmas.
Jeremy, I suggest you go back and watch
the
episode
released
of this podcast
in the summer.
Dan and Manny did last year. Yeah,
It did not take place at
click
Christmas.
that like and subscribe button. Go back.
What are you talking
episode.
about? The only reasons why they're even there is because of the Christmas party.
Which
The
means
only
it's
reason
completely
that-
farcical, and it could be anything. It
Right.
could have been a Hanukkah party. It could have been a potluck. It could have been a graduation party. It could have been
There were
a
trees,
divorce
man.
party.
It was because the
It's
author
LA.
of
They
the
don't
book.
have Christmas in
National
LA.
Lampoon
don't
could have been
get snow.
Thanksgiving.
It wasn't it? Didn't they come for Thanksgiving?
No, they came for Christmas.
What was that parade?
The
Christmas
name
parade?
of the film is Christmas Vacation.
Show.
It's intrinsically
Look,
Christmas.
No, Home Alone.
Die Hard
Home Alone.
happens
Home Alone,
on
baby.
Christmas. It happens
Yeah,
on
it's Christmas.
Christmas.
Around Christmas. Who has a corporate Christmas party on Christmas? These people aren't savages.
It was
Yeah,
Christmas
they are in
Eve.
the 80s. They were.
It was
Oh,
Christmas
Bobby
Eve.
Brown,
That's
the
what-
limo driver, Bobby Brown, at the end of the movie says
That wasn't Bobby Brown.
that wasn't that Bobby Brown.
No.
What?
No, that was Bobby
Wait.
Brown. Who? All right,
The character or the actor?
the actor.
Okay, we have to.
Slash second
All right, keep going. Keep naming your films, and I'm going to look this
Definitely
up.
not Bobby Brown.
Jesus Christ, Steve.
His name's Devereaux
Christmas.
White.
Jesus Christ!
He's
His name was
losing.
Devereaux White. Why did I think that was Bobby Brown?
Oh man, I don't want to say why, but like,
Oh my god!
We didn't get
This
canceled
is
for the
why
shit we
Billy-
did in high school, so I'm just destined
This
to.
is why Billy
determined to get
keeps cracking up.
canceled
He's
now.
like, yes, please.
Yo, he looks like Bobby. Yeah, all right. I'm not gonna die on this hill.
Keep digging.
I'm not gonna die on this hill. But anyway, the limo driver who looks like Bobby Brown, a young Bobby Brown, says at the end of the movie, if this is what this place is like on Christmas, I have to check this out on New Year's or something like that. That's the line.
Uh-huh.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a Christmas
that's just lazy screenwriting.
yeah, the movie came out in
Listen,
July.
Yeah, I will.
We're not going to relitigate
I used to
this.
be
We've already
on
done
that.
this.
Yes, I used to be on that side
Said
too.
and done.
But somebody did bring this
Oh
up.
God.
You can watch Die Hard any time of the year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
No, but you
you
can
wouldn't watch
just
Elf.
like you can eat
You wouldn't watch
fucking
Elf
egg at
in-
night.
You wouldn't
or-
watch Elf.
But it's not. It's still
Did you?
breakfast.
You can eat eggs anytime.
You can eat eggs
It's
anytime.
still breakfast.
Just like pizza bagels.
It's
When you
still
hear sleigh
breakfast.
bells, does that make you think like, oh, I should watch Die Hard? I don't
Jeremy,
think it
here
does.
was the argument that we landed on with that movie in the podcast episode we did, if I remember correctly, guys. Like, when it was released, it was not intended to be a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
But
it's
over the
intended.
years, it has gotten to the point where in the zeitgeist, it has become a Christmas movie. So
Yeah.
that's my logic, and I'm
You don't
sticking-
have
I
to
know
watch.
Bruce
You
Willis
can
says
watch
it's-
it at any time, but you choose to watch it during Christmas.
Bruce Willis
Exactly, bro.
actually put it to bed by saying it's not a Christmas movie. It's a Bruce
His
Willis
fucking mind's
movie.
gone. So he
Okay,
he
I was
said
going
it
to say
like Bruce-
something really
He said it's a
funny.
Bruce Willis movie. He said it's
I
a Bruce
love
Willis movie.
All
All
right.
right,
So, what
so
are the movies?
I would like to
what's
take
happening
back-
here.
I would like
Elf.
to take back my Bobby Brown thing.
never happened.
Don't cancel me. I think what happened was when I was a kid and saw that movie, someone, probably my older brother or one of the older kids, said that's Bobby Brown, and
We didn't have Google back then.
we didn't have Google back
No
then.
IMDb. We just said, yeah, that's right.
Just
You're
like,
right.
yeah,
Fucking
I
older
believe you.
brothers, bro.
I believe that Marilyn Manson removed a rib so he could suck his own dick.
I also believe he was the guy from the
He was
Wonder
Paul
Years.
Pfeiffer on Wonder Years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He was the guy from One
Yeah.
Years.
I believe you, older kid in school. I believe everything
Yeah.
you say.
While you're
Aside,
trying to
it's
stuff
fucking
me in a
gospel.
locker.
My
Look,
friend
look.
Larry, my boss refers to
Robert Palmer.
Paul Pfeiffer.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Anyway. All right. Oh, did they name 5 movies? It doesn't matter.
no.
No.
Home Alone.
Home Alone,
Yes.
Yeah, Home Alone's gonna be it.
Die Hard, Christmas Vacation, and Christmas Story.
Yes, I'm with you, Steve. Those are my
Pretty
safe
good.
5.
Those are good.
Man, Jeremy.
For sure, Home Alone and Christmas Vacation. I'd say Charlie Brown Christmas, if only for the
Ooh,
music.
I like that one too. It's a good
The
one.
music is great. Vince Giraldi, all the way.
Oh yeah.
And the Grinch, you're only liking the Grinch, the original Grinch, Billy, right?
How the
Yeah,
Grinch
I don't
Christmas-
like the Jimmy Carrey one. I'm good on that. The original.
I've never seen that one. What other Christmas movies do?
The Night Before. You guys gotta watch The Night Before.
Rocky 5.
Good movie. Yes.
Christmas
Rocky
movie.
4 takes
Rocky
place on
4.
Christmas.
And
Rocky
5.
4.
And 5 because it's
Yes.
a year later.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And he fights him on Christmas. Remember, they have a Christmas tree, and he goes outside, and he
took
comes
my
over.
room.
Yeah, he comes over for Christmas.
It's for Christmas.
yeah.
It's Christmas.
Yeah, Paul is drinking. It's like yo yo yo.
Mm-hmm.
Die Hard 2. Die Hard 2.
That's Christmas.
All right, that's a Christmas movie also.
No.
It is.
All right, listen.
We need to. You know what you guys need to do? We need to do is Love Actually. We need to see
No,
that
fuck
stuff.
no.
I don't
like
think
it.
it does.
I'm not doing that.
Around us.
We're not doing that movie.
Why not?
Here's why. Here's why.
Pico hates it.
Feel it in my toes.
Here's why. Manny was bothering me to do Santa Claus the movie for a couple of
Really
years.
piece of shit.
We did it.
Oh my god,
And
piece of shit.
It was terrible. So now,
Wait, which one was Santa Claus the movie?
With
Dudley Moore
Dudley
and
Moore.
John Lithgow.
Oh yeah, dude, I loved that.
No,
no, you don't.
Yeah,
You don't
we
love
thought the
that
same
movie.
thing.
It's on
We thought the same
Tubi.
thing.
Steve,
Guys,
watch
It's
it.
really fucking bad, bro.
It's on for free.
Guys.
Watch it on Tubi. You'll hate
I've
it.
got an I've got an actual.
pay the $3 to watch it without commercial.
I've got an
breaks, 'cause
actual
it's
Christmas
2
No, there are
hours
no
long.
commercials. No, it's so bad that on Tubi there are no commercials.
Ooh,
Guys, I've got a.
you're the super duper looper, bro.
Shut
I've
up.
got a Stone Cold
Shut
Lock
up.
here for.
The Super
Correct.
Duper Looper was unnecessary to catch them. It
All right,
was
Manny.
not a move that was needed.
Listen,
Let Jeremy
listen to
talk
me.
so we can fucking end this podcast.
The movie. I'll give you a hint. It was directed by Joe Dante. It was filmed in the same location as Back to the Future. It had a crazy
Gremlins.
sequel. That's the one. That is a fantastic
good.
Christmas
That's a
movie.
Christmas
That's a good
That's a
Christmas
great- I
movie.
agree.
We all forgot
That's a
that
good
one.
I
one.
like it.
last
I like it.
episode.
Good call, Duck. Good
Yeah.
one.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
All right,
I
now
know I'm gonna
people.
get like 10 more once we get
Holy shit, everyone! It's been a good time here. 2024. We're putting it
Love
to
Actually.
bed.
Wait, no,
Everyone-
you didn't explain why you don't want to do Love Actually.
I did.
doesn't
Because
like the
Manny
movie.
chose Santa
Doesn't believe
Claus
in
the
love.
movie.
He doesn't
and
like the
then he
movie.
said Love Actually. If we're gonna do Love Actually, what we're gonna do then next year is watch Love Actually and then watch The Holiday.
There was a
with
lobster.
Kate Winslet, and we'll talk about both of
Jesus.
those movies.
Which
He
movie?
could just.
The
He
Holiday.
hates the British. It is what it is.
That's it.
Slimy bastards.
That's why I didn't like Santa Claus the movie.
No, we didn't like that because it was horrible. And
It was
Yeah.
Steve, watch it because
It's
me
the
and Billy
worst
thought we
movie.
were gonna love
Bad,
it.
bro.
ever made.
It's
Bro,
so
when
bad.
you watch the beginning, basically it's telling us that Santa is a ghost.
He's a poltergeist.
They kill them in the first 5 minutes.
They die minute 7.
And you get 5 minutes into the movie, you're like, "Fuck! I have another."
You don't even
hour
remember
and
it,
50
Steve.
minutes of this.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You don't even remember
Yeah.
the beginning.
There are 5 music
Exactly.
montages.
There's an hour scene of them just being in the North Pole.
The premise of the movie is they kill a man and his wife to make him Santa Claus. He then makes shitty toys for 4 centuries. And
In
then
the 80s.
what happens is Dudley Moore goes to New York in 1985.
Dudley Moore was an elf, right? He
Yeah.
was.
He creates
Patch?
crack. He
Patch.
creates.
Yes,
yeah,
you're
he
right,
creates-
Patch.
Patch.
Yo,
Patch
Steve,
creates
yes.
crack cocaine, and John Lithgow sells crack cocaine to everyone, and then they die in the end. He creates a meth lab, basically.
Yeah.
That's the
plot.
movie. Merry Christmas,
Sounds good.
everyone. Now, people,
Yeah.
thank you so much for listening to this episode. I want to thank Billy, Jeremy, and Steve for coming on.
Merry Christmas.
2024 is
Filthy
Filthy
whatever,
animals.
whatever it
And a
is.
happy new year.
But hope everyone has a good new year. And 2025, here we come. Nostalgia Test Podcast. We're on it. We're
That's too
off
many
with a bang.
years. That's too high a number.
Manny, we were supposed to end in what, like 05?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? What are you talking? No, the podcast is over, everyone. Hit like and subscribe. Share this episode. Follow us on everything that you know to follow us on. And
Yeah.
we'll see you in 2025.
Steve doesn't like the Nostalgia Now test.
I stopped paying attention to things like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm with
All
you,
right.
man.
All right, everyone. Peace.
All right, yeah, I
Happy
gotta pass out.
Y2K.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. Please subscribe to the Nostalgia Test podcast to know when new episodes drop. Don't forget to leave us 5 stars and a positive review so more people can find the podcast. Share your thoughts and memories on today's topic on our Twitter at Nostalgia Test and on Instagram at The Nostalgia Test. Tune in next time because you never know what pop culture will pop up on The Nostalgia Test.